little chefs. So every Sunday, my friends and I get together and we do a family-style dinner. Last weekend, it was my turn to cook, and I decided on an Espanol theme. Tapas! My main dish was going to be paella, and I had never done paella before, but to my surprise, it turned out amazing. It turned out so good that I decided I couldn't wait another week. I have to teach you guys how to make this. Paella is a very simple dish. It's essentially just rice, vegetables, and seafood. Oh my god, but it's so good! So without further ado, I give you paella!
About an hour before we start cooking, you're going to want to take 2 chicken breasts and then cut them up into bite-sized pieces. We're going to put them into a container and then add 1 tablespoon of paprika and 2 tablespoons of oregano. While that's marinating in the refrigerator, we're going to get started on the rest of the paella. Take 1 large sweet onion and dice it up. In a very, very large skillet, go ahead and take 2 tablespoons of oil and then add in your onion. We're going to top it with just a little bit of salt and then saute that on medium-low heat. Next, we're going to take a Spanish chorizo sausage. Now, not the loose bundled sausage that you find in the store. We want to make sure that this is an actual sausage form. And go ahead and dice that up. Once the onions take on a little bit of color, you're going to go ahead and add in your chorizo. After that's had a few minutes to cook down, go ahead and add 4 large cloves of garlic, roughly chopped. Then we're going to go ahead and take our chicken, and then we're going to go ahead and add to that a bunch of Italian parsley. Cook that down until the chicken starts to color a little bit. Now for paella, I actually like using canned stewed tomatoes as opposed to fresh, so go ahead and get yourself a really large can of those and just add that into the mix. Go ahead and give that a few minutes for the flavors to meld together, and to that we're going to add 3 cups of Spanish grain rice. Add in about 6 cups of chicken stock or fish stock if you can get your hands on that, and then cover and let that sit for at least 10 minutes. Now it's time to prepare our seafood. For both the mussels and the clams, make sure you scrub down those shells really, really well. Next, we're going to devein and deshell the shrimp. To devein shrimp, it's actually really simple. Just take yourself a little paring knife and then score the shrimp down the back. It'll be very obvious which vein you need to pull out, so just go ahead and remove that and make sure to wash off the rest of the shrimp. Finally, I'm taking a couple of squid steaks and I'm just cutting them up really, really thin. Right before we add the seafood, we are going to add some saffron to the mix. Now make sure that you soak this in really warm water for at least 3 minutes before you add it to the paella. In order to prepare the paella for the seafood, go ahead and add just another cup of chicken stock and then dump in all of your shellfish. It's going to take about another 5 to 10 minutes for all of this stuff to cook down. Lastly, I'm topping it off with our saffron and then a generous helping of peas. It'll be really obvious when the seafood's ready because the shrimp will turn pink and both the clams and the mussels will have opened up.
There you have it, enough paella to feed a family of 12. I'm seriously encouraging you guys to try this dish because it's amazing. That's it for this week. I will see you soon, and until then, take care. I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands.